joining us live, where Rowdy rebounds. Remember, Darrell Waltrip said you could go 3 wide all by yourself. What's describing you? How would you, and we know you've dominated this place, even a win on dirt, as they just showed. What's your comfort level, Kyle, coming into today's race?
I mean, better after unloading yesterday. We had some speed right off the truck. We were able to run in the resin kind of before it got wore out. And then when we went into qualifying, it was wore out, and then we got a chance to run on it then, and it was pretty slick. We kind of saw guys weren't able to be near as fast on their second laps majorly, and then even Kyle Larson on his second run back out for the top 10 slipped really bad. So everybody's got their work cut out for him today. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
So we've seen you have some great runs at the beginning of the season. We've seen a lot of changes with your pit crew, and this has been a confusing practice day. So how do you approach going into this race, knowing that this has been a dominant racetrack for you through the years? You've got 8 wins here. How do you go in today? What's the mindset of yourself and the team? You had a great race in the trucks last night, so where are you today?
I asked my magic 8-ball this morning what to expect and how to go about it. So that's what I'm relying on. That's about the best I got. But, just trying to figure out the ways of our short track stuff. Obviously, we were really fast at the Clash, which is a short track, but there's no aero involvement there. So you go to some of these other places, and I feel like that's kind of where we're missing it. But overall, good speed unloading yesterday, optimistic about today.
All right, you touched on the resin. We saw practice from Group A to Group B, really drastically different race conditions. We heard that they reapplied the resin. We know that outside line's coming. Started to get there a little bit last night in that truck race. What did you learn, and what do you anticipate as far as that track and the line and moving around as we go out today's race?
I think it's kind of been said. You guys have talked about it. Obviously, the resin was reapplied. It's going to wear off. It's going to be the dominant way for at least 75 to 125 laps. Then you'll kind of start to see a little bit of separation between the two grooves, and then about halfway on, I think you're going to see top dominant, So you'll be able to make some moves on the bottom, I think, but it's going to be about how to play the traffic, right? How you work your way through the slower cars and things like that. And honestly, like last night's truck race, there were a lot of slower trucks that you could slice your way through pretty quick. But in the Cup race today, like, everybody's running within a 1/10 of a second, so it's really not that much faster being a fast guy.
You told me that outside line's coming. We all know that. We've seen it. We watched last year's race. How do you know when you're going through practice? I haven't been in that line. I haven't seen it, haven't felt it, don't know what to expect. How do you, in the back of your mind, set your race car up, knowing that sometime eventually you're going to have to be up there?
From your previous races notes, you have to go through of like what you fought, what you battled, what you weren't happy with in your race car, to try to work on your race car from the previous race to set yourself up for the top, then come here and just work off the bottom until it's time to get back up there.
So we saw some tire wear yesterday. Do you think tires will matter today?
I do, actually, yeah. I mean, I think there was a few guys out there that were actually kind of politicking to try to get another set at it.
Wow.
But, especially with the resin being reapplied and added, I think, your first set, maybe even your first 2 sets are going to blow through pretty quick.
I've heard you say this year, the Rowdy fans are out there, I hear you. Is there a little bit of a shift of there's always going to be haters, but the anti-Kyle Busch fans over the years, some other bad boys have come to the forefront. Do you feel a little bit of a shift?
Yeah, Kevin retired.
I'll do the joke.
I mean, even Chris has haters.
Yes,
so, everybody has haters.
Yeah, they're standing right here.
It's been a perfect case scenario, though. He retired, and then Denny just automatically took it on himself. Who signs up for that? Willingly.
Well, I did, so I guess, somebody else has got to now. But it's been fun. It's really cool. We've got a great fan base, Rowdy Nation strong. It's been really neat to see all the 8 gear that's come about. We still see some of the old stuff from the past as well, too. So I'm excited about it. I want to just get back to the track on Sundays, though, and get back up front and win the races.
Yeah. When you're dominating again, there'll be more haters. They'll come out of the woodwork. Thanks for coming by.
Show me.
Good luck today. All right, let's get back to Shannon O'Spake.